We also have like five questions, five questions for the exams, 3 hours, open book, open notes, as usual. Um, for the queuing, it's probably two questions for two problems for the queuing. One is like a very simple one, but another one is just like a combination of the several model. Okay, I will provide you with all formulas, right, except for the cost, but it's never mind because you have the open book open note. Okay, so the formula in the exam and the formula based on the lecture note that I gave to you, that might difference, but actually it's the same, but just the reformat. Right? Maybe it's look different, so you can use either of them. Right? And the third problem is going to be the simulation. Okay, so the simulation they will provide with you with the random number. So you have to you're free to choose the row or the column of the random number, but you need to specify for me. And I will grading the exam just leave in the you know um, you should provide in the space in the area that I give you to write down. So just write out about the random molecule and so on. That's fine, right? So but sometimes students try to show about the random molecule in the problem. You know, let's say that I have the exam and the answer sheet. So you provide the exam, not the answer sheet. So when I'm grading, I don't care about the exam because I'm using just the answer sheet to grade it. So when you try to show me with the random number interval, just make sure that you show in the answer sheet and specific the row or the column that you use for each type of the variables. Um, the fourth one is probably the dish analysis problem. Is the big one. Once again, is I think it's quite similar to the example that we have done in class. Okay, and we ask you everything like the payoff table, um, max min whatsoever, the EVPIs and the device probability and draw the decision tree, all the same. But you need to be careful in the case of the payoff table. So read carefully about the problem because I will not tell you directly. Okay, if you choose option A, you will get $10,000. You choose option B, you get $2,000. No, you need to do something to getting like the payoff table. And don't worry that if you did it, you did it wrong for the payoff table. It doesn't mean that you're getting zero. I give you step by step, but I deduct some point. Right? So just move on. Right? But be careful all the time because the distance is quite a big one, 25 points something, right? And be careful about the calculation. And please do practice with using the calculator for the queuing and dish analysis, okay? Because it's in the past it's, a lot of students miscalculate. And the last problem, probably two sub problems, right? It's like game theory and Markov. Since we study just very little, okay, of the contents, so the problem is quite very simple. Okay, so probably have two sub-questions ask you about the understanding of the concept of utility and game theory, and another one is about Markov. So please make sure that you understand about the example in the class and it will be fine. So it's not that big problem, but just a small one or two sub-questions. Okay, so to test you that you understand about the concept, the initial concept or not. Um, that's all for the exam. So I'm not really much about the difficulty level because I know already what and all the grading you're gonna see all together with two courses because based on the system it doesn't show you that I I think I will not right show you separately so you can have a chance to check both of them. But I think everything can be fine. But 50% is come from the case study and project. Okay, not everything is qualified. Just do your best. That's all. For me, this is the last class for us, so it's just very special for us that we meet together 4 courses. That's a lot, but we have no chance to be the advisor. It's full for me, but nothing much for me. I will give my word to you that God bless you for the exam. And I wish you have, success in everything of your study, in your work, in your life, healthy, wealthy. And I think we have a lot of things together for the study and teaching here. So when we see each other outside, please say hi to me. Okay, so don't hide me because you said that. Okay, we're gonna aware about your brain, but okay, nothing much. So I wish you have all the success, best, all best to you. Okay, so I think your band is quite very favorite for me. At first, it's not because I think we're gonna make 4 courses, so maybe you're gonna feel more. But when we study more and more, I think we have too much better about the family with about the styling, teaching style, and study style of you. So honestly, you are one of my favorite batch of the English program. So hope everyone's success, everything for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So maybe we have the group picture. So we ask someone outside to take the group picture, and since we have no food, so if we have Taiwan sushi, maybe we can have a party here. Just kidding. Okay. โชคดีนะครับ
ขอบคุณครับ